So hard to see from the moment we arrive. Cornelia, you are one who will survive.
So we've just been for a walk with B-Bum. Yes, you. Yes, you. Yes. So we've been on the beach. Oh, because it's lovely weather here. Oi, get back over there. Right, wait there. Thank you. So needy. Yeah, so we've just been for a walk with Bentley on the beach because the weather is fantastic here in the UK at the minute. We've got a little bit of a heat wave, but we got some really exciting news yesterday. We got a text message with a press release for the California variant of the T6.1. The VW T6.1 van was announced earlier in the year, around about February time, maybe January, and we've seen a few sort of releases and we've seen a few videos of that model, the updated version of the van, but VW announced the California side of that van is going to be officially launched at the Dusseldorf show in August, over in Germany. It looks really cool, it looks great. So we know roughly what it's going to look like from the T6.1 van that was launched anyway, but there will just be a few changes. So obviously where at the back of the lights it says multivan over in Europe, or it'll say maybe Caravel, that kind of thing, over in the UK, it'll say California. There'll probably be a few different colours available on the California. So whereas currently you can order a two-tone, so maybe white on the top, red on the bottom, that looks like that's going to come because the sketches have shown I think it's blue and white or blue and silver variant. So that would be really cool to see how that works on that new shape. But basically it's a new front end, new design on the front, new headlights, new grille, much bigger grille actually, which I think looks really good. I really like the look of that. But probably the biggest changes that we'll see, that we've already seen on sort of videos and the T6.1 launch, is the dashboard, the interior, the technology, that kind of thing. Now, according to the press release, VW sold 18,000 Californias throughout the world last year in 2018, so it makes it a very, very popular camper van. The camping side of the actual vehicle, according to the sketch, doesn't look to be massively different, but they have said in the press release that there is going to be a few changes. Looking at the sketch, it looks like there's a glass table. I doubt that will actually make it into the vehicle. I don't think many people would want a glass table. That'd be pretty hard work. But if looking at things like the cupboard doors underneath the kitchen, where we have quite basic kind of push button things to open it, it looks like the handles might be changing. So we'll have to see when it is launched at Dusseldorf in August. We'll see what changes have been made. It carries over the split top, which we don't have on ours because ours is a pre-2019 model, so we just have an all one piece, but it looks like that's going to be carried over, which is a nice addition. And I'm sure there'll be all sorts of lights and all sorts of things like that. The biggest changes is the dashboard layout. Now it's going as an option completely virtual, so you can have no dials on the dash at all. It will all be computerized, something that was carried over originally from Audi with their virtual cockpit. It will be that kind of system where you'll be able to draw up a full screen sat-nav map. You'll be able to move the dials around. Also, along with the revised instrument cluster, there's going to be a much bigger screen where the sat-nav goes. I imagine there's going to be different variations, so there'll be bigger ones as an option, but I think even the base screen is going to be a lot bigger than the base screen that we have currently in ours. It looks a bit more angular on the dash, and there's a lot more electronic systems involved. There's an eSIM built in for the first time, so that I'm sure will give all sorts of features, like maybe be able to use your phone to find out how much fuel you've got in the vehicle and all sorts. Though I'm sure there'll be all sorts of things, so we'll have to wait and see, obviously. Now, another big change as well for the T6.1 is there's going to be an electromechanical steering system. So away from probably hydraulic systems, there's going to be a more customizable electronic system. So that may give you things like you'll be able to weight up the steering if you want to, with different driver settings. You'll be able to have it a lot lighter, and you may also be able to, it may come with dynamic steering where it's nice and light and easy to maneuver when you're in town, be able to get into parking spaces easier, and then it might weight up a bit more as you get out onto the motorway, onto the autobahn, and you might be able to have a bit more control with that heavier steering. So we'll have to again wait and see how that falls. But because of that system that's been incorporated, there are other technologies that will come with that, including things like Crosswind Assist. So as you are driving along the motorway at 70 miles an hour and you get a big gust of wind at the minute, you just kind of have to react to that and hope that you do it right, and kind of counteract that so it doesn't throw you off the road. Whereas this will have systems built in, it'll be able to detect that, and it will give you a bit of steering input to help against that. I know that's a system that's currently on the new Crafter at the minute, and yeah, it sounds like a pretty incredible bit of technology, so that would be quite interesting to see. It'll probably eventually bring in things like what we've seen in Tesla with autopilot, that kind of function, where it will even keep in the lanes as you drive along, and almost steer you to your entire destination. Whether it will actually reverse you into the pitch and hook it up and everything for you, we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, it's got some quite exciting technology coming. I think that'll be the biggest change for the new California. Now, the new T6.1 California is coming with a choice of 2-litre turbo diesel engines, which will have a power output of up to 199 PS. So sounds like they're pretty similar to the engines. I'm sure they're a bit more efficient, but a bit fairly similar to the engines that are currently in the California range, where you have two options, basically a 200 horsepower and 150 horsepower, both turbo diesel engines. So we still need to wait and see whether an electric vehicle will come. Hopefully it's in the pipeline. That'd be quite exciting, but nothing announced in the press release. Now, the last thing that we do know is changing is a revised like camper functions display. At the minute, currently just above the windscreen, we have a display that controls the fridge, the heating. It gives you all your battery information, and it does say in the press release that that is going to be a new system. So it'd be interesting to see what that's like. Now, maybe it might look something similar to what the new Grand California has, which is quite a funky kind of touch screen display where you can control the lights and everything from that. It's got colour screen. Hopefully we'll see something like that. That'd be quite nice. But again, we will have to wait and see in August when it's launched at Dusseldorf.
Now, I hope you've enjoyed this first look at the T6.1 California, which is super exciting, and that's going to be released at the Dusseldorf show. That's at the end of August and early September. We are going to try and get there to give you a really good first look around the van, and we'd be really excited to go have a look as well. And of course, that'll be released as soon as we can on this channel. So like and subscribe if you want to see further updates like this. And also, we have another little forum for you now on Facebook called A Bus and Beyond Chat. It's where lots of our subscribers can get together, share photos, ideas, vans, all sorts. And it's not just for California owners, it's for everyone. So anyone who's got a caravan to a motorhome, camper van, their own conversion, whatever it is, everyone is very welcome there. So come along over there, A Bus and Beyond Chat. I'll put a link in the description as well to all of the things that we've mentioned in this video. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.